really interesting about Heather. So we were looking for an associate account manager. We set up an appointment for her to come in at 3 o'clock on Tuesday.
I left for my interview about 2 hours early just because I was unfamiliar with the area, having just relocated from New York. I took a back road through Snohomish, stopped at a stop sign, and a woman rear-ended me from behind, and my husband had to come pick me up and bring me to the interview now.
10 to 3, I get a phone call from Heather. Hey, I'm gonna be a little late. I was in an accident, so, but I'll be there, but it'll be a little late. And I'm like, I know what goes on with people when they're in accidents. I'm like, do you want to reset? Are you okay? It's okay to redo our appointment. And she's like, no, I'll be there.
So I got there 1 minute late. They welcomed me like no other. Everybody through the front of the office was happy, was cheerful that I was there to be interviewing with them. It was a weird environment from every other place that I had worked and interviewed.
She walked in the door cool as a cucumber. We go back to the room, re-interview with a couple of other people, and she's just blown it away.
And once I sat down and talked with Jeff and his team, I immediately felt like this is my home.
And she said, here's what I want to do. I'm an expert in transportation, I know that, but I want to learn regular insurance, property casualty insurance, and then I want to get into sales.
And they were comfortable knowing that I would not be in that position for a long time.
So we hired her on the spot, because anybody that can stay that cool through an interview after they've been in a wreck, I'm thinking they've got some game. Heather came in and immediately wanted to learn more and more and more and develop herself. And so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, what can we do to help you get better?
Jeff actually immediately began lessons with me every morning for an hour. He had a whiteboard in his office. He was explaining what is basic level insurance questions. What is business income? How does it work? Anything that at that stage would seem like a very low level question, he didn't judge me. He happily answered it to me and taught me how to explain it simply to other people.
So I would have appointments where I would have clients call me up and say, hey Jeff, I'm on the board of this school, we're being non-renewed, can you help us? Yeah. Hey Heather, knowing she'd never get that opportunity, let's go down to the school. Let's go talk to these people and work through this and help them out.
He knew my interest in being in sales, and he supported that and wanted to help me grow to no benefit of his own. I mean, it was completely selfless. And he let me speak at these appointments and practice language and what I needed to do to be a broker. And I am just incredibly grateful for everything that he's invested in me.
So when we help anybody improve in any aspect of their life, everything else bumps up a little bit for that person. Well, what does that do for the company? It bumps up the whole company a little bit. I'm not worried about the monetary return for me that I might have gotten because I could have made 10,000, 15, 20, 30,000. That doesn't matter. I'm not just focused on the dollar. I'm focused on the big picture. And that's the big picture.
He has absolutely fostered a culture of mentorship and leadership within our office. Now because of his example he's led for me, any new person that comes in that is a broker, that is an assistant, that is an account manager, if they need help, they know they're going to get it from me. It has been nothing but support from Leavitt Group as a whole from day one. And so knowing now what I didn't know then, but just in a feeling, I found a home and a place of support to help me grow personally and professionally.